Welcome to the highlights of the second day's play in this second test of this series between the Windies and Bangladesh in the iPay Test Series, powered by Minister, co-sponsored by Marcel. The action taking place at Sabina Park in Jamaica, and the Windies would come in a very strong position on this second day, having posted 295 for 4, 110 to Craig Brathwaite being the foundation, his 8th Test match 100. Shimron Hetmeyer, though, was not out on 84 with Ruston Chase on 16. 3 wickets to Mahedi Hassan, 3 for 90. He found some purchase on that opening day's play, and a wicket to Taijul Islam as well. It was an interesting pitch at Sabina Park, one that offered turn for the slow men, and you wondered as well whether there'd be something in it for the seamers coming in to this second day. Well, let's go straight to the top of the action now and join Atar Ali Khan and Jeffrey Dijon.
It's been pretty hard going for the Bangladesh bowlers, and they're hoping this morning that they'll be able to make some inroads and bring themselves a little bit further back into the game. As we say good morning to Atar Ali Khan.
Good morning, Dijon. Good morning, all. It's so very important for Bangladesh to realize that they did really well in the first session on the first day of the test match.
So here we go. Day 2 gets underway. And a single to Hetmeyer straight off. He moves on to 85, just 15 short of what will be his maiden test century.
It's very good for batting, especially the way Hetmeyer batted, going at a strike rate of nearly 90. 50 partnership.
Fine delivery. He's out, got him. Jayed draws first blood this morning. Hetmeyer. Legal delivery. Good delivery, a little bit of extra bounce, and trying to get the bat out of the way. Hetmeyer not able to. Nurul takes the catch. New batsman Shane Dowrich. Already got 200s in Test cricket, Shane Dowrich. That nips back, big appeal, and it's given out. Chase checking with his partner if it's worth an appeal, and they're going upstairs.
Okay, Ravi pitching outside off, impact in line, wickets hitting. Gonna go back to Ravi on field. You can stay with your original decision. You're on camera now.
And he's got to go. Had the umpire's call been not out, he wouldn't have had to go, but umpire Ravi's decision confirmed, and Ruston Chase goes for 20. It's 302 for 6. So Ruston Chase's poor form continues, and it's the captain Jason Holder who has come to the wicket to replace him. Decent average of just over 30, 750s and 200s. End of
have departed. This is a handsome looking stroke from Dowich. He'll pick up a boundary. And I think part of that plan, when I was catching up prior to the start of day 2, talking to Stewie Law, was hoping that Hetmeyer would get his maiden test 100 to push on and look to be positive and try and establish a commanding first innings total, but it's not to be. Your wish is my command, Ian Bishop. Says Tigel, it's a good save. Is it Timim? One of the bowlers, I think. It's Cameron, I think. Did well. He certainly saved a boundary. Oh, in the air, flashy from Holder. So we've just seen two deliveries come off thick outside edges of the Windies captain's blade.
It's an area that I think against Sri Lanka we talked about bowling this line and this length to Holder. He succumbed at Kensington Oval because he likes to feel bat on ball away from the body. Bangladesh didn't have the confidence to have an extra catcher to the new batsman, which is a pity.
There's that fly that's certainly missing, but wants to oh, yes! Oh, let's have a juggle and keep everyone on the edge of their seat. But there's the flight. Got it right here, Tajul Islam, and the 6-1 down now for the Windies.
Yeah, much slower. And also the line. It's about middle stump, I think, and because it's flighted and because the ball is turning, it invites the batsman to go across the line, and when there is that turn, this opportunity presents off the leading edge. Something in this pitch for the spinners all through yesterday and continuing today. Bangladesh have been good. The Windies have struggled. Dorich goes for 6.
That's a first-class century here to his name. A graduate of the under-19. Big aggressive shot. Well, that was impression. Good morning, Atali Khan.
Good morning. What was that? Very first delivery. He's on debut.
Was an inside edge. Given. As Ravi thinks there was bat, Kimo Paul will probably just consult.
Yeah, rock that forward now, please. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Okay, we're going to need to see ultra edge on this, thank you, when ready. Just take that right back, please, again. Right back, right back. Okay, thank you. I'm going to go back on field to Ravi, please. Ravi, we've got a big ultra edge as the ball hits the glove. You can stay with your original decision. You're on camera now.
He goes without scoring. It's 319 for 8. Miguel Cummings, who will partner his captain Jason Holder. The fall of Kimo Paul's wicket. Strong appeal and given. Open him up. Miguel Cummins, he looks. And he makes his way back to the pavilion.
He's been outstanding. That one turned and would have gone on to crash the middle and off stump. No problem. Picks up his 4th 5-wicket haul. Terrific start to his career, and now he's done it overseas. That is excellent work from Mehdi Hassan. Cummins, LBW, Mehdi Hassan, not. Windies 319 for 9.
Windies struggling to continue their good form with the bat from the first day. Remember, they started day 2 on 295 for 4. They've only scored 24 runs. Hat-trick ball. Shannon Gabriel survives. Denies Mehdi Hassan a possible hat-trick. This was the dismissal of Miguel Cummings. Just opened him up. There was a little bit of turn. Nice shot from Jason Holder. Very typical of him. If it's over pitch, he's got long arms and he's a strong man. Gets a 6.
For a very good 6. Just moving away, making enough room to free his arms. Terrific hit.
And again, this will go all the way. That's the order of the day for Jason Holder. Thinks he needs a lot more runs, and it was a good catch in the crowd as well.
He's taken that way outside the off stump. He's played against the spin, but enough on the bat, even though it hit the bottom part of the bat. That's a powerful stroke. Very powerful shot from Jason Holder.
Nicely played, Shannon Gabriel. He gets off the mark.
Played it intentionally. Oh, short and wide. Just opening the face of the back, played it late and ensure that put that away into the gap. And when you find the gap, there's no third man, you know, and goes to the boundary. It's a clever shot from Shannon Gabriel.
And possibly another wicket, says the umpire. Was it going down? That's a question. He's gone for the review.
Impact is umpire's call and the wickets is missing. And go back to Richard on field, please. Illy, you're on camera now. Stave your original decision. Well done.
Good decision.
That's off the outside edge, and it's going to be 4 more. So Shannon Gabriel not just holding up an end, he's got himself 2 boundaries to help the cause. But still the West Indies would have hoped that they'd have less wickets down at this point, Ian Bishop.
In the gap, and 4.
Line or length, this was too short. Big, tall, powerful man able to get on top of that and whack it.
Gets another boundary. Picked it quite nicely. The length, a touch full, and it's a slower ball again. 2 full.
As he waited on this one, it just floated up there. Didn't get all the bat he wanted on it, but it went to the left of the man at mid-on. And there was no chasing that. Takes his score up to 12.
This time he gets him. A better length with pace on the ball from Abu Jayed, and the inside edge onto the stumps. Another decent performance from Abu Jayed. 3 for 38 in his second test match. There is something to work with for this 24-year-old.
It was a good length delivery, just came back enough to defeat Gabriel's defenses and take the inside edge onto the stumps. Good morning's work from Abu Jayed. He's worked very hard, been very economical, and deserves a pat on the back.
And the Windies bowled out for 354 here at Sabina Park. Mehedi Hassan with a 5-wicket haul. The Windies were bowled out finally for 354. They'd be disappointed to have lost their last 6 wickets for 57 runs. Shimron Hetmeyer, 86, 33 not out to Jason Holder. 5 wickets for Mahidi Hassan, 5 for 93, and a couple of wickets to Tajul Islam. Abu Jayed bowled impressively once again to finish with 3 wickets. So a good little time with the ball for Bangladesh. Next, we will have the start of Bangladesh's response with the bat. He's a good player, Tamim. Across all formats and all format player, and Litton Das in the early stages of his Test match career. Looked competent technically, I thought, in that first game. Shannon Gabriel will kick off from the Michael Holding end. The wind slightly at times across his shoulder from right to left as he runs in. Round the wicket. Not out, says the umpire. He's asking Shannon about a review. No, they say they think it's missing leg. And you could probably, because of that, think about having a man at square leg instead of the mid-on. He asked for it. He looks a no-nonsense type of player, Litton Das.
Let's give him some room early on. Not a lot of pace on that delivery as it came up off the surface. And cut away nicely.
Beautiful. Oh, the sound of the bat of Litton Das. 10 without loss. And it may be lunch. Yes, I just heard the umpire say it's time for a meal. We've been out here in the sun long enough. Lunch will taste very good for Litton. He's lit up Sabina with that shot. It ends a very good morning for Bangladesh. They picked up 6 wickets for 59 to bowl out the Windies and have negotiated 2 overs into the luncheon interval and looked relatively comfortable. Smiles at the moment. At lunch, Bangladesh were just 10 without loss, 2 to Tamim and Litton Das on 8. A couple of overs were shared between Shannon Gabriel and Kimo Paul, which meant that Bangladesh was still trailing by 344 runs. We'll take a short break, and when we come back, we'll have the action from the second session of day 2.
Shannon Gabriel will continue. He's been excellent with the ball for the Windies, and he'll be searching for wickets. Danny Morrison alongside me. Danny, I like the positive approach shown by Bangladesh. Strong appeal.
This is more seam-out, more orthodox. Oh, no edge, eh? Just seeing if everyone's on their toes after lunch. It's a bit high too.
Strong appeal and given. S. Ravi is also confident about this appeal. Shannon Gabriel thinks he has it. Bangladesh will probably think about the review. And he's not going to take it because that was quite adjacent.
Wideish on the crease. Oh, is it hitting leg stump? Still got a good 4 feet to travel. But you see the little fella has not gone forward. He's got caught on the crease. There's high fives all round for the Windies and the bowler, and he has to go to Litton Das for just a dozen. First one down at 20, it's 20 for 1.
Mominul Haq, the first Bangladesh batsman to score a test century in each innings of a test match. Very healthy average. 44, 6 test centuries to his name. Leading edge and gone. Well, he created an opening, and there is another very smart catch. I think it's Shea Hope. Nominal Hap doesn't trouble the scorers this time. No concerns at all.
And the butterflies in that dressing room now for Bangladesh, a bit more. Caught in the gully for a silver duck. Second baller. Little raise of the index finger from Gabriel. And Muminal, all that concentration out the window. He's gone for a globe. It's 20 for 2 now.
The skipper for Bangladesh gets to the crease. He will need to show resistance and lead from the front with the bat. Nicely played. Has been plaguing him. An appeal, first delivery, and given a little bit of shape. This one clearly looked like it pitched in line. Maybe Bangladesh might contemplate the review.
Oh, here we go. The two senior pros. They're going to come upstairs. I tell you, it looked good even from up here. 100 metres or so away. Yep, coming upstairs now.
Okay, going to go back to Illy on field. Illy pitching outside leg stump. You're on camera now to change that decision.
Very good review by Bangladesh.
That's very well played. Short and wide, that's what he wanted to do the previous delivery when he got the bottom edge. That's played very nicely to pick up his first runs with the boundary.
There for the taking on the short side. Oh, through the gap. I personally thought that Jason Holder should have shared the new ball with Shannon Gabriel.
Well, if you had an extra man in the slip, that would have been taken. Look how wide that is, that Tamim Bala has once again played. That is very, very lucky. He's picked up the boundary.
Oh, Shakib. Putting some pressure back on Miguel Cummins.
Well, when a batsman plays that kind of a shot, you would feel that these are conditions they would enjoy batting on. That is a cracking shot off the front foot, and give it a full throttle there. Such a good player, Shakib Al Hasan.
Yeah, they're going to try to put some pressure, apply pressure back onto the bowlers. First Shakib in Cummins over, now Tamim against Chase.
You're very aggressive. Once you see the spinner coming on to bowl, he likes to use his feet, and knowing the fielder was right by the boundary ropes.
Oh, easy as you like. Captain's brought himself back on and he's disappeared.
Yeah, so this was just a gentle delivery. Touching down quite short and wide, and the batsman able to stay on the front foot, meet it early.
Holder with another short one that's getting the treatment through cover. I think it'll win the race and does.
It's in the middle of the pitch.
Too often so far, Cummins and now Jason Holder have fed Shakib Al Hasan that shot for his 5th boundary.
Run scoring too easy for Bangladesh. They've played themselves in a position of strength.
Missed it. Heads go down on the offside from several players. A difficult, sharp chance, Devon Smith.
Opportunity created.
Very well bowled by Jason Holder. There is something in this pitch always. It came back at Shakib, who was looking to make room to play square of the wicket again.
This one, possible misjudgment, may have gotten a little bit of an inside edge, but didn't cater for that inward movement. Shakib Al Hasan. Very good delivery by Jason Holder. Good length, good inward movement. His wonderful innings comes to an end. 32, it's 79 for 3.
Mahmudullah Riyad, or Mohammed Mahmudullah, whichever you prefer. Senior player in this team, averaged just over 30. Oh, close, gone! Mahmudullah's gone! And again, suddenly, the consistency and the pressure is reaping rewards on this pitch that I think is still friendly to bowlers.
Mahmudullah, very early, expecting probably a little more bounce, but he was making the adjustment by pulling that front foot back. Didn't get it back in time for that bat to come through. Doesn't trouble the scorers. It's 79 for 4 now.
Seen a lot of success, a lot of indifferent performances. They're looking at a really good spell from the Windies with Mushfiqur Rahim, former captain, at the crease. Still, why isn't there a third slip? Why? Pressure, 79 for 4. I think as well, Darren, with that Mahmudullah Riyad dismissal, the bat hit the pad on its way down towards the ball. Just there, and that impeded the bat from getting to the ball. That's why he missed it and was late. Just there, you see? Otherwise, he may have gotten there in time, but for the obstruction of the pad. Leg byes, it should be. In fact, they're giving it runs, so Mushfiq is off the mark at 83 for 4. That definitely came off the bat.
Yeah, very straight.
Close. Oh, was it doing too much in the mind of the umpire? Will they review?
Illy pitching outside off, impact in line. Wickets is umpire's call. Going to go back to Richard on field. You're on camera now, Illy.
And I hope that you noticed the feel, Mr. Ganga. 3 slips and a gully to Shannon Gabriel, who nips the ball back at Mushfiqur. Oh, just difference. I'm only pulling you leg. Well, he's had one over Shannon Gabriel. Now he can have a rest and come back after tee firing, if necessary. Bails off. At tee, Bangladesh were placed at 92 for 4. Not out on 40 was Tamim Iqbal and Mushfiqur Rahim on 4. 12 to Lytton Das. Muminul again failing, and 32 to the captain Shakib Al Hasan. The destroyers so far was Shannon Gabriel with 2 for 8 and a couple of wickets for the Windies captain Jason Holder. And that meant that Bangladesh was still trailing by 262. Another short break is upon us, and when we come back, we will have all the action from the final session of the second day's play.
Well, I think having got his first spell out of the way, he'd be a bit more relaxed now. Have a better idea of what he's supposed to be doing. There he goes, and times this beautifully. That's 4 runs.
Very stable in his position. It was a gentle push. And the timing was immaculate.
Nice response from Mushfiqur. should run away for 4.
Both these batsmen have worked really hard to score runs. They've been patient. Very unlike from Tamim, but this is a good shot. Bowling! That is his first test wicket, and what a wicket this is for Kimo Paul. Absolutely brilliant, going through the defenses of Tamim Iqbal, who was looking good and was looking set to go on.
Exactly what I've been talking about, his ability to shift the ball either way. This angles in and straightens just enough off the seam. He has a wonderful skill set, Kimo Paul, at decent pace, close to 140 kilometers per hour. Wonderful delivery to get rid of an outstanding player. Iqbal goes for 47, 117 for 5. Nurul, who played so well in the second innings of the first test, to get his best score, 64. Given him, given him, given him. He walked into the delivery, Nurul, but this is brilliant. He doesn't review. This is brilliant from Kimo Paul. Might check the no ball. That's the only blemish from him so far.
He's fine. Again, that ball coming back into the right hander. We're talking about his skill to let the ball talk, and that's exactly what has happened. That has come back sharply and catches him in the front. So Nurul Hassan, a man who has scored runs in the last test match, departs without opening up his account. LBW to Kimo Paul. He's on a hat-trick. It's 117 for 6.
Mehedi Hassan comes to the crease. As I said, he got over 200 runs in that Under-19 World Cup. There you see his variation, folks. He knows what he's doing. He goes and shifts the deliveries both ways.
Short wide, upish 4.
Pressure on Miguel Cummins. He hasn't been at his best today.
Wide on the crease, and there! He's just done the trick! Has he what? Wasn't the greatest delivery going round, but because of his height, so watch the shape, just goes a little bit off the seam. It's more the bounce, really. This is undoing. Very good catch in the end.
As soon as he was dismissed and the catch was taken, he bent his head in disappointment. He's worked really hard, but he has to go. He's gone for 24. It's 128 for 7 now.
7 down now for 128. Time for Tajul Islam. Oh, that's a cracker! Talk about disturbing the woodwork here at Sabina Park. The captain's come good again.
There's a sameness about the dismissals. I spoke about it happening in clusters. Yet again, in quick time, another falls. Oops, oops, oops. Yeah, he will have another chance at the crease. This is disappointing.
Yep, confirmation. Do not show Stuart Law upstairs in the dressing room. In the air for a fraction. I don't think it would have carried, but it certainly will carry down to the third man fence for 4. It's pretty much 6 no balls per innings. Holy guacamole. And some. Oh. Big shout. Was he hit outside the line? Illingworth says, no, I like it. Index finger comes up. Mehedi looks back. Yeah, May wants it. Time for a referral, Mr. Kettleborough.
Illy pitching outside off. Impact umpire's call, wickets umpire's call. Going to go back to Illy on field, please. You're on camera now, Illy. Stave your decision.
Mehdi Hassan, see you later. He's got to go. Caught behind the crease. LBW Cummins for just 3. It's now 135 for 8 here. Kamal Islam. And searching for the Yorker, but as you mentioned, Darren Ganga, they have lost wickets and clumps. Oh, there's that lovely movement. And some lovely movement onto the blade too from Tajul Islam. Lovely bit of timing.
Simple mistakes from both teams. Bangladesh in terms of the new batsman to the crease, probably not prepared fully for the challenge of scoring runs. Because they're always thinking about ways of countering the opposition strategies. Nice shot to finish the over. 143 for 8. Very balanced. Wonderfully executed.
Wonderful test match and series. Well, in the air, but you can't bowl on the pads of this man, Tajul Islam.
Looks very natural when he's on the charge. Nice wrists. Finds the gap. Gets another boundary.
There we go. Let's check the front foot and make sure. Had to say it, I'm sorry. Really? He got his man as the skipper.
Getting too adventurous. Spoke about him scoring in boundaries. Saw it, trying to hit it on the up. Might have just gotten a little bit of an inside edge. He was on the move. Islam goes for 18. It's 149 for 9.
Bangladesh innings in tatters once again. Simply isn't good enough. Abu Jayed having bowled relatively well. Miguel Cummins. Very well bowled. The innings consists of 45.1 overs right now. And he gets it. 5-wicket haul for the Windies captain. The 3rd of his career. The 2nd of this home international season. They won't enforce the follow-on. And that is understandable for all the reasons you just heard. Good performance again by the Windies.
Jason Holder finishing up the innings, hitting Jayed's middle stump to take another 5-wicket haul.
Bangladesh disappointingly bowled out in 46.1 overs for 149. Their senior batsmen got starts, 47 to Tamim, 32 to Shakib, and 24 to Mushfiqur. None of them able to kick on. The Windies captain led the charge with the ball, his 3rd 5-wicket haul in Test match cricket, 5 for 44, and a couple of wickets to Shannon Gabriel and the impressive Kemo Paul. That meant that Bangladesh gave up a lead of 205 runs. Well, the follow-on was not enforced by the Windies, so up next is the Windies' 2nd innings batting. Chance here, and assume it's a difficult period for batsmen to come out and bat for something. About 40 minutes left in play today.
Well, it's do or die, I would reckon, at this point for Devon Smith. He's had a pretty ordinary season, or a pretty ordinary summer, having had a very good first-class season. This man, on the other hand, is just going from strength to strength.
It's catching, because the first delivery is a no ball as well from Bangladesh. And 4 for Devon Smith.
No, he's going to get the ball to drift into Devon Smith. Why have the long off? If you're going to have a man deep, it should be the long on, because he can then hit, as he's done right here. He's just hit with the angle, and it's a new ball. It's not going to turn. So I would think Devon Smith would still be looking to hit the ball from where it's got with the drift. That's 4 as well. Pull that down. Because if I bring the mid off up, I want to bowl at Devon Smith. So I'm not going to give him an easy single straight down the ground, because I want to bowl at him. If he wants to hit the ball down there, I have to put a man at long on. If he wants to go across me, which is basically what I want him to do.
Oh, hello. Right on cue. Right on cue. Let's have another no ball. Cummins with a 12. That'd be $9,000 at $750 a no ball. Gabriel, it'd be $7,500. Holder, $4,500. Roach, Mr. Clip, $5,250. And a certain junior, Kimo Paul, with 3 of them. That's $2,250. So 38 no balls constitutes $28,500 over this summer.
West Indies tour of India, that's nicely played into the gap, couple of runs. And just thinking ahead, if they don't get their act together before they depart for India, let's just say they're bowling against someone like a Virat Kohli, and they bowl a no ball and gets himself dismissed.
Oh, it skids through. Bit of magic from the skipper right at the death of day 2. It slides on with a new ball. Gets rid of the very dangerous Craig Brathwaite. Brilliant.
A terrific start from the captain. The skipper Shakib Al Hasan coming in. That's the ball that comes back with the arm. He was expecting the ball to probably just hold up and turn away from him. Brilliant. Goes to the defense. The man who was in terrific form. He heads back to the pavilion. Brathwaite bowled Shakib for 8. It's 19 for 1.
First one down in the Windies' second innings, that of Brathwaite for just 8. So now we've got the debutant. Yeah, Kimo Paul. He's on a pair. Mockers on him, but this is a beauty. He's so careful with Shakib. He slides in, he under slices with his release. And the seam is almost like the equator on the ball. It's side on, it's coming down and just slides through with the curve, slingy arm. Deception is there. Tremendous. It's got rid of the century maker, Craig Brathwaite. But here is the young man on debut as night watchman. Oh, that's in the air. Why is there not another man in off the offside? Yes, and he does. A wicket maiden for Shakib. Bails are going to get removed. Indeed. Thank you, Mr. Ravi. All's time for the day, gentlemen, and that is stumps here on day 2 at Sabina Park in this second test match. Very eventful session. Confirmation of it. 7 wickets fell for 76 in 27.1 overs. That overall lead for the home side was 224.
At the close of play of day 2, the Windies had progressed to 19 for 1. They lost Craig Brathwaite for 8, but still at the crease, Devon Smith on 8 himself, and Kimo Paul, the night watchman, yet to score. The solitary wicket going to Bangladesh's captain, Shakib Al Hasan. So the state of play at the conclusion of the second day would show that the Windies were ahead by 224 runs. We hope that you've enjoyed all the action from this second day's play, and we must say goodbye from Sabina Park until next time.